Well, Will Hirsch made another Balisong. He completely destroyed my financial security. And all I got to show for it is this absolutely beautiful, amazing, luxurious Squiddy WH. WH, of course, standing for Woohoo! The Squiddy WH is the newest Balisong made by Squid Industries in collaboration with Will Hirsch. This will be a fully available product that will be readily dropped weekly, so that is very cool. If you do not know, Will Hirsch is the biggest Balisong creator currently. There are some with more subscribers than Will, but he and Brandon have the best content by far, and they get the most consistent views. Yeah. Will has made several Balisongs in the last year. I think it's been, yeah. I got him over here. This is the Volp by Will Hirsch in collaboration with Balisong company from China, Nabalis. This guy is pretty darn cool. This is a budget Balisong made to, like Will said, fill the void between cheap Balisongs that are horrible and really good Balisongs that are expensive. This is a very good entry-level Balisong that comes with everything you would need for starting off in this hobby, and suited me well. As you can see, it's beat to absolute heaven. But yeah. Then right here, we got the Volp Pro. This is the successor of the Volp. It's better in literally every way imaginable. Better materials, really good grip, better looking, shiny, better colors, better sound, better tolerances, like really good tolerances. But barely any play. Little hack, by the way, for the Volp. I was gonna make a separate video on this, but I think this is a good time. If you take Volp Pro screws and pivots, none of the washers or bushings, this might just work for me, but if you put them in your Volp, this thing isn't even oiled. I want to see if this works for everybody else, so please let me know in the comments. Like, look at that. It actually has good tolerances, and it's got good swing too. So yeah, let me know if that works for you. But these are two very good Balisongs that I'm going to throw because that was kind of fun. This right here is the Squiddy B, also by Squid Industries, and the Squiddy WH is part of the Squiddy lineup, which is why I brought out the Squiddy B. Squiddy B is the second Squiddy by Squid Industries, I believe. It features a nose pin and a couple of end pins, I should say. They're little weights, and as you can see, the Squiddy WH takes heavy inspiration from this. It's pretty much the same template, but the Squiddy WH is way better, and I'm going to tell you why. The Squiddy WH was made to kind of redesign the Squiddy. Like I said, it's off the same template, but this thing is so much better. It's made of a completely different material. This is a special kind of plastic. I don't know off the top of my head, but will be on screen. It's got the same blade as the Squiddy B, but with this super cool fox paw design up at the front that I thought was a spider. I don't know, let me know in the comments as well if you thought that blade was a spider. I thought it was, but it's not. It's fox paw, so that makes a lot more sense for Will because he loves foxes. And yeah, it's pretty darn cool. This thing has T10 double-sided hardware, just like the Squiddy B. That's not an improvement. Zen pins, just like the Squiddy B. Like I said, nose and handle pins that are weights, and then O-rings, just like the Squiddy B. But the big difference between them is, one, the blade, of course. Two, the insane amount of grip. This grip is so good. Okay, the Squiddy B is notorious for its lack of grip. It is super duper slippery. If you get going on the right tricks, it will fly out of your hands. So that is not something that's very good. But the Squiddy WH completely got rid of that issue. As you can see, there is milled in texturing that adds lots of needed grip. We also have jimping on both sides of the handles. That does help with ladders, which I'm not very good at, but I can kind of do. And with choker fans, because it's at the end of the handles and it's super helpful. So that is a huge improvement. That was one of the main reasons why I picked this thing up. Yeah, that's it. But that's very cool. Some things that are pretty cool about this guy as well is the unboxing. The unboxing experience of this was pretty interesting. I'm going to show you right here. The Squiddy WH comes in a very nice orange box. Special edition, Squid Industries X Will Hirsch, as you can see. Comes with a very nice sticker. When you open this thing up, you get the Squiddy WH in a canvas bag, which is pretty nice, and it's different from what most Balisongs by Squid come in, this like cheaper cloth bag. And then when you get down to the bottom, there are some O-rings, some spare O-rings that are black, and you get that elongated info card. I don't know why it's longer than normal. Yeah, that's it. So it's a pretty solid unboxing experience. I am pretty pleased with that. I was kind of surprised when I got that cool canvas bag, because usually their Balisongs don't come with that. My Nautilus did, I think my Kraken did, my Madco did not, and my Squiddy B definitely didn't. So I'm not sure if it's just because the Squiddy WH this one is a first production. I have number 38 out of 100. I don't know if it was just a special thing for that, or if all Squiddy WHs in the future will have that. But anyway, I think that is very cool. Now, we're gonna go over some of my pros and cons of the Squiddy WH. This thing is, like I said, a Balisong of all time. I actually didn't say that, I just said it, but like I said, it is very good. And it also does have some issues, so I'm going to talk about those after I throw it. Okay. The Squiddy WH has a lot of good features that I like. I am a huge fan of the double-sided hardware. It's a super nice thing. The pins are pretty nice. The balance of this thing is very good. There is the balance point right there. It's not too handle bias like the Volt Pro kind of was for me until I put some zippy inserts in it. So the balance is pretty good. I'm a huge fan of it. I really love the balance of the Squiddy B as well. So I was kind of for sure gonna love this balance because it's not too different. Like I said, this grip is phenomenal. Like, it's such a needed upgrade to the Squiddy lineup. The design of it in general is really cool. It's really pretty. I like this reddish orange color. I prefer this to just a bright orange like it could have been, or if it was like a coating or something, it would have been brighter orange, but I prefer this color. Fox Pop, super cool. I like that there's the Will Hirsch logo. It's pretty nice. Came with a bite handle indicator as well. I forgot to mention that, but that is pretty nice. And yeah, those are my pros of the Squiddy WH. Now, what are my cons? One, it's a Squiddy. It's a little bit light, but you can't really do anything about that. It still flips really good even though it is light, but it will take some getting used to if you are not used to Squiddies. It's called Squiddy syndrome if you swap from your Squiddy to a normal heavy Balisong, and it's like you pick it up and you're like, oh, and it pulls you to the ground, and yeah, so that's a thing, something to watch out for. This is something kind of stupid, but I know this is an actual problem that a lot of people are having. These O-rings. I don't know what you can do with these. But Will, if you were watching this, you did say you were gonna take feedback from us. So these O-rings, they're getting kind of dented up. So when you flip the Squiddy WH, the jimping goes into the O-rings and damages them. So one way you could fix that is by replacing the O-rings, but then it would just ruin those ones as well. Another way is by Squid Industries could, for their next drop of these, they could space out the jimping just right there, just skip that one little cutout right there. The second one up, or second one down would, if you just skipped that one and made that flat, the O-rings would not do that anymore because my Squiddy B does not do that. Another thing, you can just remove the O-rings altogether. But yeah, the O-rings add a pretty nice splash of color, and I really don't love seeing them kind of damaged like that. So for the future, I would love to see Squid fix that. Something I forgot to mention, this thing is on washers. It is a washer construction, no bushings. Obviously, you can't really get bushings on a Squiddy. However, I did see a video of somebody who got a Squiddy with bushings. It was a Squiddy clone. So bushings, that might be something that Squid could try in the future. It sounded really good. So, yeah. And those are about my only cons with the Squiddy WH. That about wraps up this video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Trying to make my name known in this community, and starting to work. So yeah, keep checking out my videos. Go watch my last video over somewhere. And yeah, I am a huge fan of the Squiddy WH. Pick one up if you can get in on one of the later drops, and let me know if you got a first production one, as I did, and comment your number as well. Not your phone number, the number you got for first production. Thanks for watching. Sorry guys, but I forgot to give a sound intolerance test and a little tuning demonstration. So let me show you the tuning of this guy. So with a Squiddy WH, it's kind of difficult to tune. You can't squeeze the handles together and try to move those pivots, otherwise they just spin. So what you got to do is you have to get 2 Torx drivers, put one on each side, and then turn the pivots. Also, don't crank down on them because they are not on bushings and that would screw them up. Okay, now for the sound test and tolerance test. Tolerances, it's got some plasticky tap that you can actually almost get out of it, so that's really cool. Not bad tolerances at all for a Squiddy, much better than my Squiddy B. It's got mediocre play. Once again, this is not tuned very well because I just kind of messed with it. And here is the sound test. This guy sounds really good. And yeah, make sure to subscribe. Thank you.